Welcome back. We are here with part 16 of the first generation of our royal family, and we are here with Carmen, and she is going to invite Mora out on a date. Now, your recap is that Carmen is married to Chaz, unhappily, because Chaz was having an affair with Cordelia. Cordelia has since then called the affair off. And Mora's husband, Bob, has passed away, though they were seeing each other before that happened. But anyway, it's just been a lot for Mora because she is raising three children on her own now. And technically, actually, that's a good point. Bob is deceased. So technically, that makes their child, their first child, the Duchess currently. What is her name? I already forget. Oh, it's Ashlyn. Ashlyn is now the Duchess of Perryton. So actually, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that until just now. But anyway, we have a lot to get through in this video, so I'm going to explain what's happening right now. So Carmen and Mora are talking, and they really want to be together, but they don't know how because Carmen is currently married to Chaz and she's not allowed to divorce him. And so Mora just kind of says like, "Are you sure that there's no way that you could get a divorce? Like, is there nothing that you have on them? Like, you're a smart woman, figure it out." So Carmen is kind of thinking right now, what can she do? Maura just went to sleep, so I was like, okay, we're done here. But Carmen comes home and is wondering, what can she do about her current predicament? She wants to be with Maura. She doesn't want to be with Chaz, but she needs some kind of leverage in order to get what she wants. So she's thinking to herself, could she, use anything that she has on Chaz and or Cordelia, who is the queen, and what could she do in order to get them to agree to let her have a divorce and let her marry Mora? So there are a couple of options here. She could talk about the affair, but um, she doesn't really have, it's kind of an open secret, but she doesn't really have a lot of proof anyway. Like it's not like, she could just say like, oh, they're having an affair and everyone's just kind of like whatever. And she doesn't really have any proof, but she does have proof. So she is downstairs and she's writing up a contract. And it's really a book, but we're saying it's a contract. So she's writing up this contract, and she knows that Regina and Mikkel, the twins, are Chaz's children. Now, nobody else knows this besides her. I mean, it's a little obvious because Regina inherited her father's green eyes, but um, nobody really knows this. And it's actually a big slight against Luna, who is the vampire who gave them the kingdom and put Cordelia and Xander together to have heirs. So it is definitely a problem for Cordelia and Xander if it's found out that they had children together. So that is the big problem. And so Carmen calls Cordelia over and she's like, I need to talk to you both. So she kind of lays this out for them. She's like, look, I know that those kids are not Xander's. And if you don't let me get a divorce and let me marry Mora, I will tell the vampire what you did. And she will probably kill you. And probably take away the kids and or kill them. Not really sure what would happen in that case. But everyone wants to go to work and I'm like, no, we're talking. So Carmen basically lays out this whole thing and Chaz is like bewildered. He's like, we can't get a divorce. That's against the rules. And also they just won the lottery. Like just now. Look at him, he's dazed. They just won the lottery and I cannot believe it because that's the first time that one of my Sims has ever won the lottery. So I'm actually really excited about that. But anyway, it actually feeds pretty well into the storyline. So Cordelia and Chaz kind of have no choice but to agree to these terms. So they have to sign this contract. And um, it's tax day, so we're just going to go around everyone's family and give them their taxes. So basically, Cordelia and Chaz have to agree to Carmen's terms because them and or their children will get killed if they don't comply. So Cordelia's got to kind of find a way to turn this into something that's good for her and something that's good for the kingdom because she, um, nobody knows that those kids are not Xander's. So if she's going to come up with some other reason for allowing them to get divorced. So that is her current predicament. And them winning the lottery actually really helps this situation because um, right now, after winning the lottery, they have more money than the royal family. And that's like a huge power imbalance because, money makes the world go round, right? And so the Kitsune Duchy is now more powerful financially than the royal family, which in a brand new kingdom could cause some kind of imbalance for generations to come. Like they are, if they have more power for all this time and it builds up over generations, then they could overthrow the royal family or they could just be more powerful than them. The royal family couldn't do anything even if the Kitsune Duchy did something wrong. The royal family wouldn't be able to fight back against them. So that kind of stuff. And so Cordelia is thinking, Carmen is going to want half the money. She's not just going to walk away from a marriage with nothing, even though she's going to get, you know, everything that Mora has. Like, Carmen is a smart woman. And so Cordelia is like, wait a second. This is actually good because if you have the money, like cut it in half, and then add it to Mora's money, that is not as much money as the royal family has, and the royal family gets higher taxes. So the royal family will be able to, maintain its financial power over all the other houses. The Perryton family will still be very wealthy. They will be the second wealthiest family in the kingdom. I mean, they're only like 100,000 less than the royal family after all this, but it's still less, and they get half as many taxes as the royal family. So this is very good for an explanation because Xander is a jealous sim, and him finding out that Chaz is going to be single is not going to be good for their relationship because he's going to get fairly insecure about it. So that's what's going on there. And so this is the reason that Cordelia is kind of agreeing to the marriage. So Cordelia actually has to go to work, and I'm trying to get Xander to take care of these babies, but he just takes so long to do it. I think that there's too many people in this household, and also the lot is really big. So it's a little laggy. Oh, also we have some new mods. So I deleted Explore and Slice of Life because the only thing I was using from Slice of Life was Self Woohoo, but I downloaded Wicked Whims and the sensor for it, and that comes with a Self Woohoo function, so we don't need two of those. And then also I have Basemental Drugs, though I'm not sure how that would relay into any storyline right now, but it could in the future. We don't know. Could definitely be a thing in the future. So what's going on here? He finally bathes a kid. We're waiting for Cordelia to get home. Oh wait, and somehow Eliza and Regina have become best friends all of a sudden, and I'm shocked by this. So anyway, we're just gonna accept that. Um, Regina's being nice right now. It's fine. It's totally cool. But Eliza still has a bad relationship with little Cordelia. Okay, so Cordelia is back, and she is going to go talk to Xander, and she's going to tell him what's going on. And he is insecure about it. He's nervous about it. So she kind of, says to him, don't worry, this has nothing to do with me and Chaz. This is what's best for the kingdom, and I still love you, and you and I are still a thing. And so they're going to go woohoo. And yeah, so I think that he is a little nervous about it. But her reasoning is pretty sound. It is what's best for the kingdom financially. And she's not going to leave him for Chaz. She's already made that promise. She's made that commitment, and she's not going to take it back. I don't know why they decided that they were going to go in the shower when they walked right by the bed, but that's fine. So here are the kids. I'm just going to call the kids over because we're waiting until tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Royal Summit. So the Royal Summit is when Luna, the vampire, comes over and, kind of checks in on the kingdom. So I think that that's also why all of that happened so quickly because, the vampire is coming soon. And that is the perfect chance for Carmen to, cause a problem with the vampire because she'll be here in the kingdom. So that's what's going on there. And then they went to go woohoo again. And I'm like, all right, guys, whatever you want. So, yes, I wanted to get a picture, but they disappeared. Anyway, here's a picture. So this is all that's going on. Lots of stuff, lots of drama. And the kids are none the wiser, but, nothing's been officially announced yet. Right now, it's just an agreement between the three of them to kind of talk it out and, um, make this decision and they're going to handle everything, blah, blah, blah. So, um, also, why did you start cooking something new when there's something already on the stove? But anyway, moving on. So, we are actually, Eliza is doing really great with all of her personality thingies, which I didn't even like do that on purpose. So, that's great. And, yeah, so I figured we might as well work on conflict resolution because that is something that Eliza is going to need as queen in the future. So I'm actually kind of glad that she's getting along a little better with her sister. What's that about? I don't know. I was planning on making her sister mean. I mean, she is a mean sim, but um, maybe we'll have to rethink that since they are so close all of a sudden. I don't even know how that happened. It must have happened like when I just left them unattended to because I'll do things like, take pictures of everybody and do all this other maintenance stuff off camera. And yeah. So they must have autonomously like chatted with each other or something. Anyway, um yes. So Cordelia has decided that she's going to make the grand meal for the holiday tomorrow. And of course, sets the house on fire. Xander is right there with the extinguisher. But I'm like, Cordelia, how did this happen? So, and of course, even after the fire is put out, they like all run outside. And then I'm like, okay, the butler will cook. You don't get to cook. So, um, they all ran outside. Like they took the kids and they ran away, even though the fire is out. So, the butler is going to cook the meal. Yeah, look at them. Look at their faces. Look at his face. She's going to look at her face. They're like, oh my gosh. Okay, so yes, I'm just checking. And then tomorrow is actually Killian's birthday, so we're going to do that as well. So we're going to have the Royal Summit and then Killian's birthday. Okay, and my inventory is being so weird right now. Like, look, it says I have 2 pictures. So I'm like, okay, I have 2 of these. So I'll keep one and then put one out here because, what's it called? Because on Royal Summit Day, you have to give presents because I figured, they would present presents to Luna. And I kind of got this idea from the Vampire Amazon Challenge on YouTube. Really good series. Would recommend. It's actually still going on. I think they're on like season 4. I'm still currently on season 2, but in season 1, at least, they have a holiday where everyone presents presents to the queen. And I was like, you know what? We should do that. We should do that at the Royal Summit. Everyone presents a present to Luna, who gifted them this kingdom as, like, a token of appreciation for everything that she's done for them. So I figured that they could all make something, or so only the royalty is going to be involved in this tradition, really. So it's just, right now, it's just Cordelia and Eliza. Um, I was thinking maybe in the future I'll do the princes and princesses as well, just because there's like no one in this club. But as we create other kingdoms, we will have royalty from other kingdoms. So maybe yeah, see, my inventory is being so weird and glitchy. I cannot get anything in my inventory or out of it. So what was I saying? Somehow Cordelia forgot that she knows Luna, which is ridiculous because she already met her and talked to her and everything, and they were friends. But anyway, Where was I going with this? So they're all going to come around for the grand meal, although Luna can't eat because she's a withered stomach. But they're just going to sit around the table and talk, and like it's kind of like an update as well. And so that's good. And yeah, so they're going to present their presents to Luna. So Eliza will go first. Oh, yes, as we have more different kingdoms, we'll be able to fill up that royalty club. Although maybe I should add the spouses too. Maybe that would be good. Because, like, if you were going to invite a foreign royal over, you wouldn't just invite them, you would invite their spouse too, right? I don't know. Do I look like I know things about? I'm just making this all up. Um, I only know pop culture references. So Eliza is going to present her present, which she made at the arts and crafts table, to Luna, which is taking 5 million years. I like set myself up to take a picture of it, and they're just standing there. Okay, so she got her present. She seems to like it. Which, I mean, how could you not like something a child made for you? That would be rude. So now Cordelia is going to also gift Luna a painting that she made. We just saw a copy of it just now. So for some reason, my inventory then says I have two again. I am so confused. And see, now it says I have two again. Do I really only have one? Am I going to lose my copy of this painting? Anyway, so Cordelia is going to try and uh, gift Luna this painting. Very nice. I'm having trouble finding a good angle for a screenshot. But anyway, yeah, so they are all set. They gifted her the presents. They gave her an update. Everything is good. My picture is missing. We might not get that painting ever and or when Cordelia dies and it goes into the household inventory. So we are also going to get the other kids to just gift each other like little toys and stuff just so that they don't fail the holiday. But this holiday really isn't about them. Also, it says that the toddlers can participate, but I can't find an option for the toddler to give a gift under the friendly interaction, which is confusing. But anyway, yeah, you can see I'm putting toys in their inventory so that they can give them to each other. And here we go. We're going to have Mikkel give um, Regina a present, and then she'll give him one. And then I was trying to figure out why I can't have the toddlers give presents. It's just not working. Not really sure why. They can't even give them to toddlers. I was looking under both toddlers and adults. But oh well. We'll at least have the children handle this. And then we will start to get ready for Killian's birthday party. There we go. Very nice. For some reason, it doesn't register that she completed the holiday right away. Not really sure why. Oh, my game is so laggy. Um, I mean, we're on 4 times speed here right now. So I am waiting 4 times as long as you when I was playing this to see that. Okay. So then I realized that Cordelia has to pee a lot. So I'm like, oh no. I'm that song. What is it? The like, oh no, oh no, 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 no. She's pregnant. Oh my God, she's pregnant. We already have 5 children, which are completely unmanageable. And I mean, at least Killian's birthday is tomorrow because then we'll only have 2 toddlers at a time. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, my life. I mean, even Xander did not look very excited. He did not look too happy about this. Um, we are going to have a full household. I don't know how I'm going to survive. I didn't want. Okay, I did want a full household, but that's only because I wanted to make sure we had enough kids um, to carry on Cordelia's purple eyes so that we would have many more choices with our future spouses and stuff. Like, because if we spread that gene around, anyway. So my I wasn't planning on having her have another child until later just because I wanted some of the other kids to age up first. Having a baby is going to be a lot, but we are just going to accept it. This is definitely the last baby of this generation. Oh, and also all of the other children are now children, like kids. So um, that is good. So Killian, Adora, and then this future baby are the youngest. So everyone else has aged up into a child. and nobody else is having any more babies. I gave them all vasectomies, so they will not be doing that. And then um, I don't think it's really going to matter since we have a full household, but I will um, either tie Cordelia's tubes or give Xander a vasectomy. So um, anyway, no more babies for this generation. Generation two has enough babies. And Killian has just aged up, and Killian has decided to go by they, them pronouns, and also entered the nobility and the, what's the other club? The Gen 2 club. And then they are going to go upstairs and choose a title. Now, we don't have a gender neutral title here. And also, we, what's it called? We don't have the ability to create gender neutral titles because I am on a Mac and I can't get that together. So I can't edit the package and put gender neutral titles in there. So we're going to choose Prince with a Z. Now I know that that's just Prince in some other language, but let's pretend that that's the gender neutral form of Prince. I've read online that Prince X or Princette is are some gender neutral terms. So we will say that Killian goes by Prince X. And we are just giving them some new outfits. And yeah, so they are our new child. And I guess now there are only going to be two little ones. So this is very good. One less toddler to take care of. And I am pretty happy. Also, Killian does have Cordelia's purple eyes, which is excellent. And I'm really happy about that. And yeah, so we just gave them a small makeover and are going to head back to the party where one more thing is going to happen before we wrap it up. I know this is already getting a little long, so we will just do that before we wrap it up. But I hope you like how Killian turned out. I'm not really trying too hard on their child makeovers. Like if the kids want to wear something, whatever it is, I don't really care. It doesn't really faze me. When they become teenagers and then like adults, we'll want them to, wear nice clothing. I think, I don't know, because I think Xander is the only regular adult right now. I think maybe, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to give them makeovers every time they have a birthday or not. That might be a lot of work for me, but I might spontaneously feel like it. Anyway, Carmen has decided to use Killian's birthday party to announce the divorce, and Chaz is humiliated in front of everyone. I mean, no one thought that she was going to announce it at Killian's birthday party, but it's out there now. Everyone knows. Everyone knows she's getting a divorce, and it is crazy times. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, really? Like, what's happening?" So, um, that's kind of what's going on. Here are all of our screenshots, and in the next one, Mora and Carmen will be getting married. So look out for that. They will finally, Carmen is going to move out into Mora's house and take half the money with her. She's not going to take Simon or Cordelia, though, because they are part of the Kitsune family. So I hope that you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I will catch you guys in the next one.